this is where I will be staying, in the coach house. First impressions are really good. The room is very warm and very welcoming. The area is really nice. We're in number 32. Okay, this is first impressions. Giant bed. Giant bed. I'll try and get everything in as much as I can. That's the entrance area with the wardrobe. Facilities there with a little desk, nice table with some outside area, which is quite nice into the outside woodland. There's lots of tree lights and pathways. It's really nice. The lovely heater, which was keeping the room lovely and warm. There's some of the other stables, which are different apartments. There's a main restaurant area, which we have a table booked for this evening. Let's have a look in here. A nice TV. Oh, it's a nice bath and shower area. First impressions are it's a really clean, tidy, and I'm very happy. I'll do a little tour of the main building in a moment. I'm just going to unpack first. Okay, so we've just used the voucher, which was a red letter days voucher. It was for a deluxe 2-night break, which included a 3-course meal on the first night and breakfast on the other 2 nights. You had to choose from a number of locations, which we opted for a place in Rugby by the name of the Brownsover Hall Hotel. Well, what can I say? This place is an amazing place. The staff there were so friendly, the accommodation was so clean, and the buildings itself, they were so beautiful. It was, I think they describe it as a Gothic mansion, and it really was amazing to look at. You can't go somewhere like this and not enjoy it, I must say. It's certainly a place for couples. However, there were a few children around because there was a wedding there. It's a beautiful place for a wedding. The grounds there are just out of this world. It's actually a 3-star hotel. However, I would say it would be so much more than a 3-star. You could certainly see which were the things that were letting it down to become a 4-star. It was during the booking process itself, They confirmed back the booking via email, stating that it was for a 2-course dinner on the first night, followed by breakfast the following 2 days. However, the voucher that I had said a 3-course meal. So I responded to them by saying, I believe it's a 3-course meal. So I had a response back stating, please could you send me a copy of your voucher where it states this. So I sent the copy back and then I heard nothing. I didn't get a response. I waited around 1 to 2 weeks and I forwarded the email again and stated I hadn't had a response. Until the check-in day, I still never had a response on that. When we got to the check-in desk, I asked them about this. They said, yes, it's confirmed for a 3-course meal and it's booked for 6 o'clock. And I was like, oh, my partner's not going to be here at that time. What's the latest that we can book? And they said 8:40 is the latest that you can book in the restaurant. So I booked it for 8:30. So what kind of let it down was the communication prior to arriving. Because for myself, travelling to an area that I don't really know that well and have never been there before, I like to know what's going on before I get there. It just eases me somewhat. I don't get anxious about going anywhere. It calms me. So not knowing was a bit like, oh, may we have dinner, may we not have dinner. However, it turns out we did have dinner, but the communication was a bit of a letdown. I believe this was because upon checking in and seeing how the staff are and how everybody worked together around the hotel itself, they do not have a large amount of staff around. It's a very small hotel. So I'm presuming that because one staff member would have to do 3 different roles at once, it may get left. However, it's still not the point. There could have been like an email back to say, I've received this and we're looking into it. Just something, but it was just left with nothing at all. So that kind of left me a bit uneasy prior to arriving. The only small thing was at breakfast time, when you have a full English breakfast, you would like ketchup or brown sauce. Well, my partner and I did, and there wasn't any around. And we did notice a number of people asking for ketchup or brown sauce. So the waiters and waitresses had to keep going backwards and forwards and getting jars of the sauces. They were busy enough during this wedding breakfast morning that they had. So they were very busy, and it made life more difficult for them because they kept on going in and out for ketchup when they hadn't needed to. If they'd have just put some out, left it on the side, it just made a bit more sense. So constructive criticism there. So if they watch this, or anybody that works there or knows anybody, hopefully they could use this to improve. From the hotel, it was literally about a 20-minute walk to the local shopping centre, which it was like a leisure park basically. There was a cinema there, which we went to the cinema and watched a movie. There was a number of shops around there which were Sports Direct, B&M, Frankie and Benny's. We had a few cocktails in there, and there was like a KFC and a McDonald's if I remember correctly. But it was so nice. It really was a nice relaxing break. There was no pressure to do anything. We just chilled, and the room was perfect for what we wanted it for. It really was a nice stay. I hope you enjoyed watching this video.